Okay, we are finally going to get started on these bumpers. Like we said yesterday, we got finally picked them up, got them in. We're going to start on this front bumper, taking this brace bracket, whatever you mountain bracket off. We had started on it. I was going to take them off individually and just take the bumper off, but all that had to come off anyway. So it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts to take that mountain bracket off the old bumper and get it on the new bumper. We'll take that air dam off. We've got looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 bolts to get that air dam off. We may go get some black plastic paint and repaint that black. The new bumper is black. I think we're going to leave it black. I don't see any reason to paint that thing silver. Okay, let's get started on that. We'll get this one ready to put on. I think we'll go ahead then and get the back bumper out, get it ready. But we might put the front bumper on first. I don't know yet, but let's get going on it. We'll also be getting, if we have time today, I want to get these, I'd call them drip guards or whatever, vent shades or something other. Get those on the doors so that when this heavy rain, I can crack the windows and the rain won't pour in on us. Okay, let's get started. Okay, turned out to be 10, 13 millimeter, and 6 10 millimeter to get the bracket brace support off the bumper. That was a 13 millimeter, and the 10 millimeter would remove this plastic air dam. We used a deep well 13 millimeter and a deep well 10 millimeter with a ratchet and a screwdriver, just to, because that bumper was bent. The brace was in a bind a little bit to just work it out. I don't know if we're going to be able to use the same clips. I hope the new one has new clips on it, but I doubt it does. It probably doesn't have anything but the holes drilled in it. And that bottom, it may not even have the holes drilled in it for the bottom. Let's pull it out and check it out. We're going to clean up that air dam to start with, see what it looks like, and if we're not satisfied with it, we may go get some black plastic paint and paint it. Okay, we haven't taken any measurements. That could get us in trouble, but I don't think so. Everything looks to be a perfect, or close enough to perfect match, that everything should go together and bolt on. I won't tighten any bolts until we get every bolt in, and then tighten them up sort of together evenly. The air dam, I think, is going to be fine. All we did was use a little, I hit the stop button by accident. All we've done is use a little Rust-Oleum bug and tar remover on it. Wiped it down good, rinsed it off in the sink. If it needs anything more than that, I think, and it is drying out to look a little weathered, but I mean, after 23 years, you know, and I don't abuse my stuff, this van, but if y'all follow my channel and see the places I've been, you know that I don't baby this stuff either. I mean, it's got to perform under more harsh conditions than most people will put stuff through. I may wipe that down, or I may not, I don't know. But the bumper does have the holes in it, but it does not have any of the locking clips. So we're going to see if we can take these out and use them. If not, we'll have to make a trip to a hardware store or somewhere to find them and put that frame back in. Hopefully, it looks like these bottom two mounts may be bent a little bit, because that bumper was damaged pretty good. But I think it will be enough at least to get the bolts started, and I think it'll be okay. We'll just have to see once we go back with it. Yeah, a side note, if you're wondering why that air dam has sort of got that funky cutout in it, that's to accommodate the front trailer hitch. I mean, they just did a rough cut job on it. It wasn't precision, but it's good enough. So, but that's why it's got that gap out of the bottom to accommodate that front hitch. And I'm planning on going on and ordering a double bike rack for the back, and then start looking seriously at the front winch, and get it, put it on a portable winch plate. And so we'll have a winch and a double bike rack on the back that will fold down and allow access to allow both doors to open up, and or either fold out completely out of the way, where we could open the doors and get right up next to the van just like it is there. And the mount I'm looking at is a Rocky mount. It's $769, but it has the double swing to it. Okay, the bumper brace dropped right in, which is good, but I said that front bumper was bent pretty good. And this is the driver's side front that was hit pretty good. And so, this is the passenger side bottom, I guess. Anyway, this is, like when you line these holes up, this brace here is going to have to be bent back out or beat out some. A little bit or some way or another. I don't want it to bend the bumper. This one may need it a little bit too. So we'll take that out and see about working on it. Also get the clips in and hopefully line everything up and bolt it on here before long. Well, I'm not a body man. These front brackets needed a little bit different bending. You can see this one is not quite right. And I didn't show that. All I did was stick those brackets over into the bumper, line it up, put the little lock latches back on it, and tighten the bolts up. 10, 13 millimeters, 6, 10 millimeters, and then just put it up. And the two big bolts were 21 millimeter. And this one on the back, it comes packed with these brackets where you got to take them back off and flip them around. And then it's going to be pretty straightforward. Just stick it on and bolt it on too. Now this one, this black pad, the little clips were boogered up. I'm going to try to get them straightened out and get them clamped back in there. And then hopefully, I'll say there again, this one will go back on right easily. We'll put it up there, mount it, and give you the bolt sizes at that point. Just for the heck of it, a couple of side notes. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is my original 3/8 drive socket from 1967. I could be mistaken. I may have had to get Craftsman to replace it once. I don't know, but I think that's the original. Well, this one I had to get replaced. This is the new one. Lowe's replaced it. Sears replaced this big channel lock. When I bought mine, it was $4.50. When I went back to swap that one in and get this one, when it was, that's been 7 or 8 years ago now. This one was $45 or either $47. There you have 50-year inflation. You know, a lot of these tools are original 1967 variety Craftsman. Well, both the bumpers are on now. This front one, I'm going to loosen the bolts and see if it's got a little adjustment where I can pull this right corner up. But like I say, this thing was hit, so it may have to take it off, bend the brackets, get them right. But if I have to do that, I'll probably just buy new ones. But yeah, the air dam turned out okay. The bumper came painted black. And that's the way the newer ones are, so I'm going to leave it black. If I do anything, I might paint that grill black, but that charcoal and black don't bother me. I think it's going to be okay. Rear bumper is on. Once I've gone over the tools you need for the front bumper, the rear bumper, you need a 15 millimeter, 17 millimeter, 18 millimeter, and I use deep well 17 and 15, just a regular 18 millimeter. And there is a side and up and down adjustment on this back bumper. It still needs a little bit, but there again, it was hit in the back too. It was hit pretty hard. So I don't know that I'll ever be able to get it exactly right. And that is just okay with me. That's just not bad enough for me to worry about it, really. Well, you will need a 3/8 drill bit if you're going to put the reflectors on, because the reason the reflectors didn't come with it. And I got them a little bit out of line, but you know what, there again, it's a 16th. And unless you're looking for it, you're not going to notice it. So, but yeah, you have to drill that new bumper pad, also with a 3/8 drill bit, and then take these old reflectors off if you want, unless you want to put some new stuff on, something like that, some stick-ons or something like that. But anyway, that's got all of this. I've still got I've worked on that trim ring over there on the other side. I used to be able to put trim rings on. I can't get this one on. Well, I guess I say I can't get it on. I don't want to mess it up and then not be able to send all of them back if something goes and they happen to be wrong. I'm going to go back up to the tire place where I had him swap those tires and see if he can get them on and show me how to get them on. But I know how to do it, but it's just not working for me. I'll still got to work on this a little bit. There's still some things that need to be done. This patch over here above the door, or on the door at the top. So, and that, you know, I said the van's still got I'm going to take it to a different shop next week for the oil leak, and see if I can get the oil leak fixed, and check on that noise I hear, whether it's main bearings or not. If it's main bearings, Jasper engine should send out another one without any problem, and I'll let this new shop swap it out, because so far every time at other shop I get it back, something's messed up, something's not done right. Last time they bent the oil dipstick and left it not secured and flopping. The dipstick tube is just flopping around. Okay, well, I guess that'll be about it. I'm going to put those wind or water guards, whatever you want to call them, on. I'm going to put them on. And that'll, except for this oil leak, that'll have us ready for the road, I think. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and order that double bike rack. It's a Rocky mount. Swings down and out all the way around so you can open the doors. And I'm going to be getting a portable winch plate and winch for the front. And I've also got this basket. I can't get the bike rack, the winch, and this on all at the same time. But we'll be using them in combination and try to get us some type of kayak, canoe, float board, something other up by the top, and along with 400 more watts of solar cells. Okay, well, I guess I've run my mouth enough. That'll wrap this one up. Boy, it's been 2 months since the wreck. Couldn't get parts, but we're about at the end here now.